it better now?
Yes,
Yes.
thank
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. For people who joined today, why are we taking these breaks? Zoom allows us only 40-minute session at a time, so we are doing these 2 hours, 40 minutes each. So we take break after every 40 minutes. We'll have another break and then last session, right? Uh, Link to this Excel file, it's again given in our description. You guys will be able to access that file from here. I'll show it to you that why are we using this. Fine. Now I need a volunteer, guys, because I don't want to show it to you on my account, which is already created, right? So let's start creating an account and let's do it with one of you so you guys can use it. So anyone who has an active credit card, Visa or Master, who has not used Azure free tier account and who's willing to create this account, just ping your email address and I'll help you with that. And no money will be charged. The 2 rupees they charge you, again they refund it. And no matter how much you use, it will not be charged on your credit card. It will be a free tier account. So even if you go beyond your free tier, it won't charge automatically. It will simply just block your access. Fine. So Irshad has already shared enough. So let's get started with his account. Okay. So we are going to create one tenant with Irshad's ID, and we are going to take a subscription. Before we go there, just one quick thing I have to share with you guys. Though we discuss about the subscription, but that was with relate to Netflix. I'm not sure if I explained it in with relate to Azure. So let me repeat, even if it was done. Uh, Under Azure, we have multiple types of subscription, right? What are those subscription? One is free tier, the one which you guys are going to use now. This is for students, for people who are learning Azure, right? This is free tier account. Then we have uh, pay as you go. Pay as you go, it's for small companies. Uh, it's very simple. You use it, you create a tenant, you take a subscription, pay as you go, right? Then you create some machines, etc. In monthly billing, you will get. Billing is monthly, right? You'll get a monthly billing and then you pay. That's it. Simple. As good as your postpaid connection, right? That's your pay as you go connection, pay as you go subscription. Then we have enterprise agreement. I have explained it to you, right? Uh, is 1 minute. Someone is not able to. Okay, someone was not able to join. They're in now. Fine. So we have enterprise agreement. Enterprise agreement is something this you can directly go ahead and take on Microsoft's portal. Right? You go to portal. Now we are going to see this. However, you get this one time only. This is free only for one time. Right? Then pay as you go. Yeah, you can buy multiple subscription because here you're giving your credit card information along with permission to deduct money. Right? In this one, you're not giving it. This is just to verify you. But this one, along with possibility and along with permission to deduct your bill. So you can take multiple pay as you go. Companies, small companies, individuals, they do that. Enterprise agreement, sales team. Sales team from Microsoft will come and meet your sales team, your solution architect. There will be bargaining, there will be debate, discussion, meetings that I'll be giving you 2000 machines. I'm giving you 5000 machines. I'm planning to use Azure for 5 years. I have 50,000 servers on prem and I'll get everything on Azure if you give me good discount. So bargain and everything will happen here. Then agreements will be signed, right? How the actual payments will be made, we don't have to worry about it, right? But in this case, credit card. In this case, sometimes can be credit card, sometimes they will send the bill to company, huge companies here I'm talking about, for example, TCS, IBM, Deloitte, etc. Right? They're not obviously they're not going to run. Even if the bill is in million or trillion, they're not going to run. All of them are there to do business and they can't run. Azure, they will have their data. Right? So sometimes check payment, wire transfer, whatever it is, you don't have to worry about it. But just the process I'm telling you. Now, each one of you, I think you guys are coming with experience, and no one is showing unless someone is fresher and that person is showing that if I'm working with a very small company startup. Maybe that person can claim that yes, subscriptions on which I have worked, or subscriptions in my previous company or in my current company, in my current project, uh, there we have pay as you go subscription. Maybe we have three subscriptions, right? Like I told you, that minimum three you will see: dev, non-prod, and prod subscription. So they are pay as you go subscription. This you can claim for very small companies, right? Other than that, simply say we had enterprise agreement subscription, or we have enterprise agreement subscription. Wherever server number of servers or services, including number of servers, are crossing 2000, Azure starts giving good discounts. So they go for enterprise agreement. Even if it is 1500, they do consider, right? So they go for enterprise agreement. Now, for example, Tata Group, though this number is not suitable for Tata Group, but just for the example, they have a way beyond this number, right? But let's say Tata Motors, they have 100 servers, right? Tata Insurance, they have 100 servers, right? And let's say they are in food also, right? Maybe salt, etc. So whatever they have 200 servers. Similarly, if you have separate servers and you're going separately for 100 servers or 200 servers, for 500 servers, they are not going to give you enterprise agreement. That you are not getting that for sure for this small number. Even if this is like this, you're not getting enterprise agreement for each of them. But now if you want to take as a whole, Tata Group you want to take as a tenant, right? And then have multiple subscriptions. Then you can go for enterprise agreement. This is just for your information. As a cloud admin, you will never ever see these discussions. You will never ever see what is happening behind the back. By the time you come in picture, by the time you start working, a subscription is already there. Payment mode has been discussed. Everything is there. This is just for your information. So you should not sound very that you don't even know anything about your own infrastructure. That should not be the case. Hence I'm just explaining it to you for your information. It will never come to you are never going to get a ticket that go ahead and discuss with Microsoft and give me a subscription. Never. It's never happening. You are never going to get an email that please go ahead and discuss the subscription details with Microsoft and have one more subscription for our company. It's never happening. That will happen at the solution level, solution architect team, with your CTO, your CFO, chief financial officer, chief technical officer, right? Because money is involved, decision making is involved, right? So it will never ever come to you. Don't worry about it. By the time you start working, you will have a subscription readily available for you, right? And these are not only, we discussed three of them, but not limited to three. Now, when we go to portal, you guys are going to see how many subscriptions we have. Okay. So now here, I'll close this. Portal.azure.com. This is the link which you use to access Azure's portal. I'm sharing it on WhatsApp as well. Portal.azure.com. Even if you do Google search, you'll get it easily. Right. Now, like Ajit had an account, right, with UT-Kloud, Vedant had an account, so he simply used option sign in. But in this case, Irshad is doing it for the first time. He doesn't have any account, right? He's not a part of any tenant. He's not part of any directory. What should he do? He will, can he go for sign in option with this email ID, the one which he shared with me?
He will have to create an account.
Yes. Can't
Yep.
access your account? No, not suitable. Login? Not suitable. What is suitable for him? Create one. So click on create one. What are we doing now? We are creating a tenant here. It is asking for email address. Click next. Normally, If you do not have any Microsoft account linked in with your Gmail, it will ask you to create a Microsoft account, not Azure account, guys. We're not talking about Azure account yet. Right? Azure account, it you will get it only on with a Microsoft email ID like Outlook.com or live.in, live.com, right? So I believe Irshad already has one account and this Gmail is linked with it. So even if it is not there, what will happen? It will simply ask you to create a Microsoft account. Can someone else please share one more email address? So we are going to continue with Irshad's account, but I just need one random email address, please, as an active email address. Anyone? Or let me pick it up from the email address which you guys have shared over there. It's okay. I'll pick it up one from there. Okay, I received one from Kanika. I use her email address. Create one. You also have a user account with Microsoft. You guys must have created sometimes using any service, OneDrive, etc. You won't even come to know when it gets
Yeah,
created.
for certification I did, I guess.
Yes, maybe for certification or for any reason. It's okay. Let me see if I can find any account which doesn't have. And this is again, guys, just to show you, right? Not it has nothing to do with your technical training, just to show you that how it looks, because you are never going to do this, right? I told you, you guys are never going to do this. Let me see if this ID has any account. So instead of this one, I'm using this email ID. Okay, look at this. Now this email ID, Aman's email ID doesn't have any account. So it has sent one code on this email address. And the moment I put code and next, it will create one Microsoft account. So you guys will have to do that whenever you create your account. Understand one thing, not all of us are creating account on day one, day two, right? Do not do that unless we discuss, because one account will give you 15,000 rupees, Indian rupees. It is 14,800 somewhere, 15,000 rupees as a credit. And no matter how much you practice, right, you will not be able to utilize the whole amount. Hence, what do? We create one account and distribute it to members. That's the best way to utilize, and with that 15,000 you get validity only for 1 month. So you are not even able to utilize that money and your validity is gone, and next month when you need account you can't have, because you can have only one account. So what strategy do we follow here in training? Today Irshad will create the account. Again, maybe we are not going to have subscription today because we have only 1 month. So why to waste it? Today I will not be able to give you any homework, right? You don't have to create any machine. So why to waste those 6 days? Maybe next week we'll create. But whenever he creates one, he will assign access to all of you, maybe 20 of you. And if it is too much, let's say we'll create two and we'll divide 10 each, right? So he'll assign access to you guys, and you guys will log in on his tenant, and he will assign you accesses as per your role, and you guys will practice. After 1 month, when Irshad's account is done, this validity is over, or let's say before 1 month, 15,000 rupees are over. That I have never seen. Even when all are practicing, 15,000 are enough. So next time maybe Aman will create one, right? Next time maybe Khizar will create one. This is how you guys practice. So do not go ahead and create account. Do not have that at least ego issue that I need my own account. You're not even going to understand anything. You need more people, so you'll understand the IAM properly, you'll understand RBAC properly, you will see what others are doing, what mistakes they are making, what are you doing. You will not be able to change anything. You'll get that feeling of a team. So let's not go ahead and create individual account, please. Right? So when you already have an account, let's say I click on sign in. Irshad, is this email address accessible to you? If I send a code, will you be able to share the code?
Yes.
Okay. Either you can text me on WhatsApp or here also, it's completely fine. This is just one time code. So even if you share it here, it's okay. Or you can share it in Zoom chat. That's not being recorded.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing, guys, here? We are doing a sign up. We are acquiring a tenant on Azure. Normally, here you will have the company's email address. For example, if I'm doing it, I'll create an email address. cloud at utkloud.com or Azure at utkloud.com or whatever, administrator at utkloud.com, any company, whichever is trying to acquire one. Do I have to add a username? Can you ping your number, please, Irshad?
Yes.
Or is it allowing me to use an email address, let's say? Okay, you already pinged your number, fine. Guys, this is nothing related to Azure. What are we doing here? We are just recovering his Microsoft ID or creating. Why are we doing that? Because you can create Azure only with a Microsoft ID, Microsoft email address. This is nothing, just an email address. Can you share the code, please?
Yes.
You must have received it on this phone number. Sorry, let's try another. I think your email address is not accessible. I'm trying some other one. Kanika will try yours. Let's see if that works. Have you ever taken the subscription? Azure
No,
subscription? No, right?
no, never.
Okay. Fine. Got created. That's okay. It's funny, weird, but it's okay. We have our account. Is that this is the email address you have, right?
Yes, yes, that is correct.
Hmm. That is correct. But the funny thing, I didn't even get a chance to set a password. We'll see that how to recover it, right? And still, we are not taking any subscription, so it's okay. Even if this is gone, completely fine. Now look at this, guys. This is how it looks. On the very first time when you create something, this is how it looks exactly. This is your tenant now. You do not have any subscription, you do not have anything. But what do you get with your tenant? Microsoft Entra ID. If I go here, if I go to users, no, we'll have to sign in again. No, it's not working. Let's create another one. Right? Why are we not troubleshooting, guys, this? Because you are not getting a single question in interview for the on this, and you guys do not ever have to create this in your live environment, and you never have to claim this in your interview that yes, I have acquired a tenant for my company, or I have acquired a subscription for my company. You are never ever doing that, right? So don't worry about it. So these errors and everything, this is just for your understanding that how it looks when they are creating it for the first time. Your job will always start once it is there.
12 by for that other, I think you need a VPN.
No, no, it has nothing to do with VPN. Why would we need a VPN? I'm using portal.azure directly, right? If I'm using my ID, see, without VPN, I'm able to use it. That's not my company's. I hope you guys understand, right? It has nothing to do with my employer or anything. Here, I am being an
Yes.
employer. I am going here. Let's say Kanika owns a company. She's going here and now she's trying to acquire one Azure account. Why do you think you require VPN for this? Yes, Weth, what's your logic? I mean, behind that? Feel free to share. What made you think that we require VPN and it will help? Where you may require VPN when it is not allowed in your country, but we are using already Azure portal.com. It's working for us.
Because I think I had
Hmm.
that type of issue last time when I created an account. So it asked me to, if you copy paste that error, it recommended to enable the VPN, then only it worked for me.
Okay. Yes, I can. What the only reason I could think on that, and that may help here also, uh, that if using the same ID, if we are creating many accounts, yes, then that may happen. We'll check that. Looks sensible, but let's try this. Uh, this is weird, but let's see. Even if it works, my only aim here is to show this to you, and that should be enough. It gets logged out. Let's see if we are able to see Entra ID. And see, this is the only reason, guys, when I tell you that you need to spend at least 1 hour daily on the portal. More time you spend on the portal, more errors you are going to get, more research you are going to do. Right? Okay, Entra ID is still not working. We are going to figure this out. Right? Meanwhile, let's see if we at least see the subscription page, and if we see that, it will be helpful. Let's go ahead and search for subscription. So what all options do you see when you log in for the first time with tenant? Now you don't have any subscription, right? It's not about rights. He's the root user, he has complete rights, but there is no subscription at all. This is just a tenant we have created. We haven't purchased any subscription yet. It is giving me an option to add subscription, right? How many people will have in your company, do you think, add subscription access? Do you think it's a wise idea to give this access to everyone? Add
No.
No.
subscription? No,
No.
definitely not, right? Hardly
No.
one or two people are enough, because adding a subscription, it's not something which you do on your day-to-day basis. When you create a company, maybe one subscription, and after a long time, for example, same question which I asked, that I'm facing problem with billing two branches, you guys said create two subscriptions. So maybe after that, I'm going ahead with one more subscription. And again, when we're talking about subscription, billing, credit card, many things will be there in picture. So no engineer, no cloud admin is going to do it. So it doesn't make any sense that I give this access to everyone. So this time we can use root ID. So let's see. Yeah, good. At least we are able to see it. Now look at this. Most popular, it's free tier, which we are going to use now, and pay as you go. Pay as you go plan involves no upfront cost, no long term commitment, and you pay only for resources that you use. And the billing happens monthly. But these are not the only subscriptions which are available. Let me go to my subscription, and maybe I will be able to show you few more. So if I go to my account, my tenant, I go to subscriptions, I will see my existing subscriptions. And if I add, I just want to show you that how many types of subscription do we have. Though In interview, you're never going to say that you have worked on free tier. No company, no matter how small it is, no company works on free tier. Free tier, it's only for student, only for your practice, right? So never ever claim, yes, we had three subscription and one of them was free tier. No, never happens. Okay, there is one more. Azure Student. I think, Eman, you should be able to use it. The moment you upload your uh, university email address and university card, you get some extra credit. This is specifically for students, right? This one, anyone can use it. Pay as you go, I have already explained, but don't use it anything now. What else do we have? Azure Pass sponsorship. I do get this being a trainer. We do get this sometime. Visual Studio Enterprise subscription. That if you are a huge company and if you are already using some product from Microsoft, you have license for Visual Studio, then also you get free subscription from Microsoft. Obviously, with some caveat, with some limit on that. Here, I guess you get for $200 on Visual Studio Enterprise. Here also you get for $200. Right? So these many subscriptions you have. Look at this: Azure Student for Starter, Azure in Open. See, Microsoft Partner Network. If you are a gold partner with Microsoft, if you have some other dealings with Microsoft, you get another subscription. What I'm trying to show here that there are multiple types of subscription. Again, these are not limited. Now, this is a limit. Like you guys are able to see only two with your ID. This one, you are able to see only two of them, right? I am able to see only these many, but that doesn't mean that only these are all of them. There are more. Maybe my ID is not entitled. When I will have an enterprise account or enterprise company, I will see more. Right? But enterprise agreement subscription, you don't do it from here. You literally need a team for that, where you sign some agreement, etc., and then you can do it from here. But they will tell you maybe that option will appear here, but you can't directly do it without discussion. Other than that, see, this one, I can pay as you go. I don't have to call Microsoft. I don't have to discuss anything, nothing. Simply go ahead, update my credit card, done. Free trial, if I am eligible, click on this, go next, 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 done. Azure Student, click on this. If I'm eligible, a valid university ID, an identity card, etc., valid card, next, 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 done. If already have a license for Visual Studio Experience, it will appear here and it will ask for my, it will check my eligibility if I'm eligible with license, which I'm not, right? uh am I don't remember buying any Visual Studio subscription. Let's see. So that will allow me to sign up. Okay, I'll have to check. I don't want to use that now, even if I have it. All right. So you can simply check this and do it. You don't have to call Microsoft. You don't have to do anything. But enterprise agreement, your sales team, your solution architect team, they will sit with them. They will negotiate the rates. Uh, it will take weeks, and then you will decide something. Paperwork, sign, legal agreement, etc. Payment mode, everything will be done, and then you may see this option here. Again, you don't have to do anything out of this. Anything, right? By the time you are in the subscription, by the time you are working, this is how you are going to see multiple subscription, minimum three at least, right? Technically one is also enough, but a good environment will always have three. Multiple resource groups you are going to see, multiple resources, and then you will start working. This is how you will see it, but you should know what is happening in background, right? So let's go ahead and check here. Free trial. Now if I want to go ahead and take free trial, I click here and it will ask my billing address, etc., etc., my credit card number, and it will assign me a free trial, which we are not doing today. Because the moment you do it, it will start your, look at it says popular services free for 12 months, but it's kind of gimmick. Whatever services we require for our training, those are free only for 30 days. So don't get into this trap. We don't actually have it free for 12 months. We have it only for 1 month. It is giving 1200 US dollars, considering today's rate, maybe 14,900 something. But you get it, it is more than enough for all of us to practice. Is this for personal use or for some in connection with your organization, university, research, group, NGO? What are we doing? You are doing it for personal use, right? We have India name. Make sure you give the same name exactly what you have on your credit card. Middle name optional. exactly what you have on your credit card. Uh, Email address must, phone number, type it, company name not required. PAN is optional. I would advise don't put it if it is taking it, though it says optional, but sometimes you get error that PAN is required. But if you use PAN, guaranteed you're not getting second free tier. Without PAN, I have seen some glitches where people have used different email, different address, and different credit card, etc. And they were able to get 2 or 3 free tiers, but we don't require that. We don't have to do it. Try avoiding PAN, but if it is asking, type it. Address line, this is not optional. You'll have to type it. Uh, City, etc. Once you're done. Add this, and you just should do sign up. Next, whatever information they are asking, do, and ultimately you'll do sign up. The moment you sign up, it will again ask you to put your CVV and card number. I mean, this you're adding your card. Next, it will ask for your card number. Let's give it a try. You have 7 minutes. Let's give it a try. Did I miss something here? Do not enter country code while entering your phone number. It is still not taking me to next. Maybe I missed something here, but you have to do this, guys. Let's see if it works. No, I must have missed something, right? We don't have enough time. Let me explain this. This part you guys will have to do. If not, I will connect with you separately. We don't have to waste our time here. We can spend that on technical. Let's see if this works. Okay, maybe I didn't submit. That was the issue. This was the issue. These silly mistakes happens. Hence, it is always recommended spend maximum time on portal. This will keep happening and you'll keep learning. Next step here, it will ask me for my credit card details. I don't want to do it here. I don't want to take anyone's card number. I don't want that card number in the recording, even if when I blur that, but I don't want to do that. And make sure you use the same email address here. Now I'm just in a hurry. I'm doing any random thing. Here you'll have to make sure you type the same name, card number, CVV, same billing address, etc. And then click on sign up. Once this process is done, right, then you will see a subscription here, pay as you go subscription. When you search for subscription, then free tier subscription. Then you are going to see a free tier subscription over here. Is this point clear to everyone that how it works? You don't have to worry much
Yes.
about it. Don't try to. If you guys remember on day one, I told you that there are many things which I'm not going to explain. I gave you an example also of traffic signal. What you need to know is which is best for your interview and for your job, that you have to, in terms of in terms of signal, traffic signal, that you have to stop on red, watch and go on amber, and go on green. You don't have to worry about it that why only red, who decided red, what was the study behind that, what is the rationale behind red, why not to stop on brown, why not to go instead of green, why not to go on yellow, why are we stopping watch and go on amber, why not purple color, right? You don't have to go to those rationals in here in this training on every topic. There are some things where I will proactively tell you. For example, data center, it wasn't a part of our this one, right? Why are we using it? It isn't a part of Azure, but we need to know. Similarly here, how to create, no one is going to ask in your interview, but you should know basics. You don't have to worry about it much. Still, do you guys have any doubt, any question?
No.
Okay. Now look at this also. Irshad's ID was getting error and we are still getting error. but I'm not worried about it, not spending any time here. Why? Because I was able to show you the subscription properly. Our job is done. This will figure out later. Okay? This will figure out later why is it happening. Maybe I'll try to sit with Irshad to share the screen because we'll need access to his email address also. We'll try to reset the password and see what's happening. But we don't have to spend that time here. So is this point clear to everyone? If yes, then I think that's all we have for this session. In next session, I will be showing it to you that how do we create users? How do we create resource group? Because now what will happen? I'll show it to you once and then I'll assign that homework to you guys. Once the Irshad's subscription is ready, not subscription, sorry, tenant is ready, Irshad will create account for all of you, right? For example, first account he'll create for me, not literally first, but one account he'll have to create for me. So I can also log into his subscription and check your homework or whatever task I have assigned. So let's say he has given me one ID and whatever it comes here, fine, right? He will give me one access. Maybe he'll give him global admin access and owner access, right? He himself will have obviously a root account, so he will have everything. And Irshad, I'll request that you create one account for yourself also. Do not use root account. Uh, that's not a good practice, right? So Irshad will have his own account like this. Similarly, Irshad will create it for 10 users. Fine. Let's say for Sana, for Ajit, for Ruha, for Kanika, right? Maybe for Ramesh. This is how he'll create it for 10 users. Then we'll have one more subscription, right? So one of you can volunteer one more subscription for another 10 users. So what level of access will he give to these guys, right? What level of access you guys will have on Active Directory? What on subscription level? That I will explain in next session. I'll show it on my subscription, but you guys will have to do it on your subscription. Irshad will have to do it. So once Sana has sufficient access, what she will have to do it, she will have to go and create more users. Don't use other names. Let's say you can do something like this. Sana user 1. So because you can't repeat the username. If you use simply username 1, others will not be able to create one. So Sana user 1. Similarly, she can create one or two users, so she also gets a good practice of it. Right? So I will be explaining it to you in detail. Don't worry in next session. But I'm using my subscription. I'm not going to create anything. You guys will have to do it once our subscriptions are ready, which we are planning to do in this week itself. I'll get in touch with Irshad separately. Once it is create, I'll let you know. What to do, I'm showing it to you right now. When to do it, we'll let you know. Maybe today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We have whole week. I'm stopping the session. We have only 20 seconds left. Do you guys need a break?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's
Yes, sir.
take a break of 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Tell me quickly. Let's
We can
resume.
10.
Yeah, let's resume 1:30.